Hey everyone, and welcome to my channel. Today I am going to do a follow-up on yesterday's video concerning a film that is coming to Netflix that is called The First Temptation of Christ. This satirical film depicts Jesus as a homosexual. And there is a rhetorical point that I would like to make concerning how we as believers handle something that we do not agree with, as opposed to how secularists and social justice warriors deal with something that they don't agree with. As I said yesterday, there have been reactions from the believing community ranging from apathy to outrage. So, how do we deal with films that put forward blasphemous content, such as The First Temptation of Christ? Well, many Christians have said that they are canceling Netflix over this film. Other Christians, however, are saying that Christians will cancel stuff for blaspheming Christ. Yet these same Christians also buy from Starbucks, a company that supports abortion. It is my belief that we are at liberty to decide how we deal with companies that do things like this. As I said yesterday, unbelievers will blaspheme because they are not born again. We cannot expect people who are not born again to revere Jesus Christ as we do. And let's face it, if it were not for our spiritual rebirth, we might be doing the very same thing that they do. Now, as for me, I do not watch anything that gives credibility or acknowledgement to the LGBTQ plus community. Nor do I do business with Starbucks, because I am not in agreement with Starbucks on their position on Israel or on LGBTQ plus issues. Now, I am not subscribed to Netflix either, because I have a lot of ethical issues with the films and shows that they have available. In light of yesterday's video, I thought this would be a good time to clarify a couple of things. Now, let me preface this with a statement. People of the same professed viewpoint may act differently than one another. However, when I have observed groups of people such as secularists and social justice warriors, there is a typical pattern of behavior that I have observed. When secularists and social justice warriors get upset, they call us Nazis, bigots, and transphobic. Well, I am not anti-Semitic. In fact, I attend a Messianic synagogue every Shabbat. I also do not hate anyone except for Satan and his demons. I am also not afraid of gay people, nor am I prejudiced against them, just as it is with any other part of philosophy, such as epistemology, which, for example, I disagree with empiricism. Does that mean I hate all empiricists? No. Just the same, when it comes to anthropology, which the LGBTQ plus issues are related to anthropology, which is the philosophy of the study of man. If there is a philosophy that someone espouses that I disagree with, and they're trying to propagate this philosophy to the rest of the world, I, as a representative of God, who has been sent by God to proclaim the truth of the gospel and the good news of Jesus Christ, as someone who has dedicated his life to serving God in fullness, I will not stand by and allow any of these crazy issues such as gender identity or homosexuality to be propagated without it being answered. And this does not make me a transphobic person any more than rejecting the notion that knowledge can only be obtained through sensory data. Me rejecting that does not mean that I am afraid or prejudiced against empiricists. That's a ridiculous notion. And here's another example. A person who disagrees with the Bible is not always a Christophobe. In contrast, we as Christians, when we find something we don't agree with, we may choose not to support companies, for instance, that blaspheme God, or encourage behavior that breaks God's law. And I am aware that there are some people out there that are Christians. They either call themselves Christians or they actually are Christians, but they're just carnal. You know, carnal Christians, like what the Apostle Paul addresses in some of his epistles. I do recognize that there are some Christians that do not behave in a way that Christ would have taught us to behave. Well, when that happens, we are not to blame the Bible. The person is solely responsible for the blame. Thus, if a Christian acts out of line, Christianity should not be blamed. Thanks for watching.